So today is the second in the series of the Brand Safety Summit produced by the 614 Group. It is called Winning the Fight to be Seen by Humans. It is a half-day session. Our goal of creating these events is both to educate, but also to entertain. We want to make sure that the people who come to our events have a good time. They drink a little wine. We serve wine all day at our events. But we also have great content on the stage. And that's important because we're talking about some very serious topics here, but at the same time, we want people to have a good time while they're talking about them. And so that's our mission, to educate and to entertain. What I see in front of us is a major opportunity for success. We have to fix the digital plumbing.
We should apply the same strict standards to online viewing that we do on the offline. The standards that Group M insist on are much higher that Group M insists on than the IAB.
Will viewable impressions become a new currency for the market? I really hope so, and I think that we are ready.
Viewability will become housekeeping, right? And I know it feels like we're in the midst of a storm at the moment and it's forever changing.
Viewability isn't good or bad. It's a way to evaluate what I got, and it's a way to inform future spend.
The numbers are inconsistent still between vendors. We all have reasons to pick the partners that we pick. The reason the numbers don't match up is because every single one of these technology companies, their methodology is their value add. They feel strongly about the way they do it because that's how they help their customers, which is leading to disparity in numbers in a currency.
It makes it incredibly hard for all the wonderful work that trade bodies do, and perhaps it's too hard to solve as an industry issue, but it might be something that we can solve customer by customer.
It differs hugely by the market you're in. That makes it very difficult trying to create a single standard or trying to create a single point of view or approach to this. But there's a huge job still to be done. You know, we're trying to solve this problem, which is very difficult to do that if you don't get into the local details.
The content's been invigorating. I think there's been lots of people from either side of the industry speaking. I think that it's setting a groundwork for a good discussion.
So today we've heard a lot of different definitions behind what brand safety is. To me, brand safety is really providing a brand with the ability to run an ad, meaning that their brand is actually appearing on content that's relevant to the actual brand itself.
I think we need to change the base altogether. I think it needs to be about overall media quality. You know, there's a number of things impacting on wasted impressions on behalf of the advertiser. Fraud is one of them, non-viewable ads is one of them, ads placed on inappropriate sites is another one. And if you combine all of those things together, you're looking at, on an average campaign, around about 50 to 60% of those ads or those impressions being wasted. And I think it's about time that we stopped looking at these things in isolation and started talking about them together and how they impact each other.
When we founded this company 3.5 years ago, it would be hard to fill a room with people on this topic, and today we have folks like Sir Martin and Dave Moore on our stage.
Traditional media measurement is deficient.
When you spend money online, you sort of need to know that what you're buying is real. After that, once you've cleaned the pool that you're fishing from, then you can start looking at all the other various metrics for success.
I think half the problem is the nature of the conversation for the last 3 years has been evolving. You know, brand safety was the first thing that everyone was talking about. Then we all moved on to viewability, and latterly for the last 18 months it's been much more about bot traffic and fraud. Could the ad have been seen? That's a verified impression. If you can't tick any one of those aspects, it's not a verified impression.
No legitimate company wants to transact in fraud and invalid or non-human traffic.
Right now, it's very disparate, it's very confusing. There is no consistency behind it, but no doubt it is coming.
I feel like we, on the buy side, are sort of responsible for a lot of the storytelling around brand safety. Like, to our clients, we have to make sure that what we're buying is brand safe.
One thing I'm looking at taking away is viewability. I think it's important that, you know, with most of these conferences which we usually go to, we talk about many various subjects across digital. It's just great that we're just focusing on brand safety, which is becoming more and more prominent for publishers to look at.
We hope that you'll learn a lot of great things, and you get an opportunity to forge new relationships, drive existing relationships, which will create potential partnerships that can generate new revenue for both sides of the business.